Okay, one of the most common questions we get from people who are familiar with other people's tools is that we're using web browser, okay, we're not using mobile browsing. That puts a lot of people off. And I'll say that up front, I'll be honest about it, but here's the thing, from doing this for years, when I start to see some of the new tools coming out, I think they're over-speccing because they get into theory too much, whereas we've been doing this for a long time and we know what we need to do to get results. And we know how little is needed as well to be able to get to when real traffic starts to come. And that is the key. That is the key right there. How much do you need to do before real traffic comes? Okay, and you can go into all the tech specs that you want. Okay, you can go deep with it. You can say you need to be using mobile browser, and you need to have 4G rotating proxies and all that kind of good stuff. Okay, go for it. Seriously, go for it if that's what you think is needed. Okay, but we know that you don't need huge amounts of CTR clicks before real traffic comes, and when real traffic comes, it drowns out anything a CTR click can do and CTR tool can do anyway. Okay, so we keep it simple, and we've kept it simple for years, and it's worked, and we're getting results. And we know that we don't need to be doing 500 mobile browser views with rotating 4G proxies. Now, I'm not against rotating 4G proxies and stuff like that. In fact, we're going to be building our own mobile server where we can do crowdsourced views from each other's Android phones. Okay, if you've got a spare Android phone, you can put it in there. We will rotate one view per IP from each one of those Android phones, okay, within the group. I'm not against that, but what I'm saying is don't get seduced by theory, okay? Test this first before you go and spend a shitload of money on stuff that you don't need, on tech that you don't need. It's like the old razor adverts from, was it Dollar Shave or something? Like, you don't need all that high-tech spec. We've been doing this since 2014, believe me. You do not need half the spec that some of these guys are coming out with. You just need enough CTR clicks to be able to get real traffic when real traffic comes. That's it. That's it. If you're going to get 500 views on your video from real traffic, how the hell are you going to keep that up with CTR clicks? If you're going to get 500 views into your blog post from real traffic, how the hell are you going to keep up with that with CTR with the CTR tool? You cannot. You cannot. You cannot. Okay, all we need to do, and be clear on the goal, all we need to do is get it to the point where we're getting real traffic. Are we getting enough real traffic? And then it takes over. Then your content stands on its own, or it falls, okay, depending on the quality of your content, okay? And we don't need mobile web browser to make that happen. We just don't. It can be done, and it's consistently done with what we have with the simple web browser, okay? Now, we're improving the web browser that we got. We're working on that, but we're working on it to make it faster, to give us a little bit more flexibility and other things. Not because it's not working, it's because we want to improve and just have extra features and extra sort of tactics that we can build in. Checkbox sort of tactics that, would you like this to happen? Would you like that to happen? Pretty much like we got in the SERP attack campaigns. If I go and do a SERP attack campaign in here, you can see we got an option for poker staking, for example. That is a tactic built in that's just checkbox easy, okay? That kind of thing we want to be able to do more. So we want to be able to build, to have a better blog browser to give us that more flexibility that we can do that, okay? So just very quickly, I wanted to cover that because I feel it's important, because a lot of people are getting seduced by people who did a lot of research before they built their tools. They bought into the theory, they built into the theory, but they're not telling you that you don't need that many CTR clicks. They're not telling you that you really don't need mobile web browser to get the amount of clicks that you need to be able to get real traffic. Okay, and then when real traffic comes, anything any CTR tool can do is going to be drowned out by real traffic if it's a keyword of any volume. Okay, simple as that. If you want to do this properly, good content that can at least match your competitor for the CTR clicks and the retention, etc., that they're getting, the engagement, etc., that they're getting. Okay, that's more important than whether the tech spec is a web browser or a mobile browser. Okay, if it takes 23 clicks or 30 clicks, CTR clicks, to be able to get real traffic, why the hell do we need to spend extra money on a web browser, a mobile browser. You don't. Okay, you can achieve that just with the web browser. It works. Okay, see you in the next video.